first guitar track, I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts. I'm just going to give you the foundation. See, rhythm plays everything, you know. And then see that the rhythm. And then that's just the rhythm. And then here's the candy part. See, that's a, and then the other one. So they want, and then sometimes they say, can you try to make the combination? Can you do the combination of that? So you try to make a combination, and you just try to do what you think that they were like, put distortion on it. They want distortion lines and all that. So, and then sometimes there's lines that everybody's playing. You got to play. So now everybody's doing lines right before the song starts. 1, 2. Oh man, it's just it gets to be a bit much, but if you want to stay relevant, you got to stay on top of it.
What's a guitarist's role in a band?
Well, you have the guitars. To me, it's like you got curtains.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need them, but they sure beautify things, And the guitar is like curtains to me, You can do without it, but if you want to make it beautiful, see, you can still see, the guitar also gives you rhythm, and then it gives you percussion too. So it's playing with the drums, the hi-hat. It's playing with the hi-hat. So, the guitar really helps. It helps the groove, but it also accentuates the chords, and it gives it. If you have a whammy bar, you can kind of, you can kind of make it, wiggle just like a voice, like a vibrato. You can do the same thing with the vibrato, the whammy bar.
Speaking of effects, were you the first to kind of bring that distortion sound on the gospel side? Were you the first?
No, I'm not going to say I was the first, but I was very fortunate to actually be one of the ones to establish that sound with maybe with the Hawkins and with other artists, because I had played with a rock band in the 1981 called Funky and Tough, and all we played was distortion. So I used to play out of a Marshall amp, and we played like white boys, and we playing like everything was loud, everything was up to 8, volume was at 8, 9, and it's crunch.
Yeah.
And the guitar player, I was a rhythm guitar player. I was playing crunch, and he was playing leads. His name was John Booth, and that John Booth, his solos was all fast and distorted, and it was just it's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
So, but my point is that I was gleaning from that, and that was being imparted to me. So when I started playing this gospel, elements of that was coming out of me, and trying to infuse that where I was going, So, it's a part of, it was a part of my sound, and I was very fortunate to be able to get in when records were being sold all over the country, and our names was on the back of records and albums at the time, and people was reading credits.
Yeah.
people were reading credits. And so that's where people like Andrew Goucher, Joe Smith, the Newell Brothers, Percy Beatty, the Thompson Community Choir, their band. Sam Scott, James Perry. You started recognizing these names all the time. Kevin Bond, his name's Stephen Ford. These guys' names came around. Even the one who was playing tonight, Jeremy Haynes.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Jeremy Haynes, he's, from here. Bell, Lavelle Bell, from here. Lavelle Bell.
California, right?
Yep, California. Yeah. But he's from here, St. Louis.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I had the pleasure of meeting him.
Yeah. He's a great drummer and great producer and great author. He's a great author. He's writing books.
Is that you on his record, the Thank You, Lord?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a song that
I'm not surprised.
So that's on that record. That's me, him, Andrew Goucher, and Jason White. And that song, the name of that song is Have Your Way. I think it's called Have Your Way. And it's edgy. It's edgy.
Yeah, I got the album.
Yeah, it's edgy.
For some reason, I thought it was Greg Haynes.
Yeah.
On the Thank You, Lord track.
Yeah, it might be Greg Haynes on the Thank You.
I'm gonna read the credits when I get home.
Yeah.
Dope album.
Yeah, I did a couple of records with him, and I was honored, and so I've been blessed to be able to make a living, to do this, and to feed my family. I'm married, been married for 35 years. I have 4 children. My oldest daughter is 38. She has a
85 baby.
Yeah, she has a baby. Her child, her daughter, which is my granddaughter, name is Winter. She's 5. My son, who does my production, his name is Pierre. He is 34. Then I have a daughter named Colette. She's 32. And then I have my youngest daughter is 30. Her name is Charmaine. My wife's name is Carolyn. And this musical journey has been able to take care of our family. This is all I've been doing, playing the guitar. I had my hands cut. I cut my hand with an electric handsaw, maybe back in, I think it was 1999, and I couldn't play for 4 or 5 months. But it was God's way of getting my attention. And the Lord let me know that there was more to me than just being a guitarist. So since I couldn't play the guitar, I started writing. Before you know it, it turned out to be a book.
Wow.
So the author in me happened when this stopped me from playing. Then a guy came to me, he says, well, could you produce my record? I said, I can't play guitar. He says, do you need a guitar to produce? I says, no. He says, well, use the equipment that you have in your house. So I produced this record for $5,000 without playing a guitar.
Wow.
And then my scope, my mind opened up, and I realized I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. I don't need to play the guitar. I can hire somebody to play the guitar. So it turned out to be a blessing, man.